second line में you can sit. गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पता न शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम् ॐ श्री महागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदान्त विद्यास्थानेभ्यैव च सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। हरि ओम हरि ओम। Please repeat after me from the first verse. Namah Shri Shankarananda Guru Padambujanmane Savilasa Mahamoha Graha Grasaika Karmane Tatpadamburuhatvandva Tatpadamburuhatvandva Seva Nirmala Chetasam Sukhabodhaya Tattvasya Vivekoyam Vidhiyate Shabdasparshadayo Vedyaha Vaichitrya Jagare Prataka Tato Vibhakta Tatsamvita Ekarupyanna Bhidyate Tatha Swapnetra Vedyam Tu Na Sthiram Jagare Sthiram Tadbhedo Tastayo Samvita एकरूपान भिद्यते एकरूपान भिद्यते. We had seen that Vidyaranya Swami has started Panchadashi by saluting his teacher. Saluting his teacher means he is invoking the cosmic doer in his work. Moment you leave a small doer in the work, the big doer takes over. And if you hold on to your small doer, then working becomes difficult because everything now you have to do. Then prarabdha becomes very strong. When you invoke the big doer, then grace becomes strong. Then there is the help from unexpected quarters. And when you do what you have just wanted, you do work because you wanted it, and it is your work, you possess it, then you understand that the ultimate fruit of the work will not be wonderful. So he invoked the Lord's and Guru's grace in the first shlok, which we saw. In the second shlok, he saw that this text is for easy comprehension of the essence. For whom? For the disciples. Which disciple? For those disciples who have served the teacher. All the disciples have served? No. Not all disciples serve, and not all who serve their mind gets pure. This is for those who have served the teacher and their mind has purified by serving. Yesterday I took about this topic of serving. About 4 or 5 points were there about the seva, and your seva is to keep it in your mind. Now, from 3rd to 10th, now the topic is straight away started. And as I told you, Panchadashi is little ticklish at times. You have to keep your mind alert, otherwise you will miss it. He is not talking about some preparation here. Straight away on the topic he comes. So your attention is sought after, wanted. Otherwise you will have tension. Wrong attention is tension. So 3rd verse to 10th verse is the Jivatma Surup Varnan. And what will he prove? He will prove that this Jiv is of the nature of Satchit and Ananda. By analysis, by logic. And he also says that because the Paramatma is also of the nature of Satchidanand, and therefore Jivatma and Paramatma are same. This he will establish. What he is going to establish, I have told you. Now you see how he establishes. I told this, and he does not start with Sat. He is going to prove that Jiv is Chit. Chit means consciousness. How he will prove that? That is where you have to see his genius. So he says that there are something called object of knowledge, called Vedya. And various objects of knowledge are there. Like flower is one object of knowledge, paperweight is another object of knowledge. Book is another object of knowledge. Body is another object of knowledge. Lot of objects of knowledge are there. Vaichitriyat, they are of various categories. So what you want to say with their energy? I want to say something which you have to understand. Please tell me I'll understand. Vidyaranji says that tell me one thing. This is the knowledge of the flower. Knowledge of the flower. And this is the knowledge of the paperweight. And this is the knowledge of the book. All knowledges are one or same. Knowledge of flower and knowledge of paperweight or knowledge of book is one or same. Huh? Different knowledges. There is nothing wrong in saying that. If knowledge of paperweight is same as knowledge of flower, then that is not right. Knowledge of flower is different, knowledge of paperweight is different, knowledge of book is different, knowledge of sun is different, knowledge of light is different, knowledge of plant is different. All different knowledges are there. Vidyarananda Swami says, this is wrong. I knew something is first wrong here. I knew something, if I kept quiet, I didn't answer anything. So any answer I will be wrong. So here he says this is a wrong concept that the knowledge is of the object. And you will be baffled to know what he will put it now. He says, tell me one thing. Yes, please tell me. This knowledge has taken place where? Well, knowledge has taken place in me. Knowledge doesn't take place in the consciousness, in the flower. Flower doesn't know it's a flower, neither paperweight knows it's a paperweight, neither book knows it's a book. So knowledge has taken place in me only. In me, knowledge has taken place. Very good. Which knowledge? Knowledge of flower, knowledge of paperweight, knowledge of book, knowledge of mic, knowledge of tree, and so many knowledges, the whole day knowledges are taking place. Well, tell me one thing. Knowledge, if you say knowledge of a flower, the knowledge becomes the property of flower. If knowledge becomes a property of flower, so flower becomes the holder of knowledge. Flower itself is inert, and knowledge is something which is sentient. How can inert be the locus of sentient? How can you have knowledge of flower? Because this way knowledges are many, because objects are many, experiences are many, and therefore you have many knowledges in the day. Hundreds and thousands of knowledges are there throughout the day. And every knowledge is of some object, pot knowledge, cot knowledge, cloth knowledge, book knowledge. And knowledge is taking birth and it is dying away. Another knowledge comes up. One knowledge comes up, other knowledge comes up. Right? Vidyarananda Swami says, I am sorry to say, but you are totally wrong. But why I am wrong? I feel knowledge is of the flower. Knowledge is of the flower. Wait, don't be impatient. Listen. If knowledge was of the flower, that means knowledge is dependent on the flower. When you say knowledge of, I'll put in another word, you say conscious of flower. I'm conscious of flower. I'm conscious of man. I'm conscious of this thing. That means that consciousness which the knowledge has become the property of the flower. That means with the flower, with the death of the flower, that knowledge will die away. With the birth of the flower, the knowledge had come up. That means knowledge will have modification. Right, no? And this is your misconception. But why I experience like that? Your experience is not right. You are having an incomplete experience. Why you are having incomplete experience? Because the knowledge of flower is happening in the consciousness. So in the consciousness alone, there is a flower and there is a knowledge of the flower. So same consciousness is appearing through the flower. Actually, it is the flower of knowledge. And it is not the knowledge of flower. It is the paperweight of knowledge, not knowledge of paperweight. There is only one consciousness which is appearing as the flower and the knowledge of flower. It is only one consciousness which is appearing as the object, and the consciousness along with that object, you are making it the knowledge of the object. It is like that. It is light. Light is all pervasive. But when the light is falling on the palm, you can say this is the knowledge, this is the light of the palm. Although light is all pervading, in that whole pervading light there is one hand here. And you are saying now this is the light of the hand. It is not the light of the hand. It is the hand of light. It is the hand in which the light is seen. And after that you are seeing the reflected light. And therefore, if we are 100 people here, in everybody there is a reflection. In everybody there is a reflection of the same light. I cannot say light of her, his light. You are seeing in that light, and not that light is a product of your body. Light is not the product or property of your body. Light, you are just a medium to reflect the light, the total light. So therefore there is only one light. All lights are just a reflected light through the object. And therefore, only in the beginning so difficult things is that I think while I study whole thing, I will die. I will have Mahasamadhi. Mahasamadhi. Don't worry, we will not have Mahasamadhi so early. Still you have to live for 10, 15, 20 years. That's it? Yes. So, only 20 years? Yes. 20 is enough, no? Huh? 30 years? Oh, 13 years went so fast, yes. You are keeping only 10 years for yourself. Huh? 20 years? 25? 25. 25, oh my God. 25 years, oh my God. What do you say? No, no? Huh? 2 years. Doesn't appear 2 years, you are hale and hearty. And young also. You are just in your, I am not putting your age in it. So, are you getting this point, what is said here? Huh? Not getting my point. He is saying that, knowledge has not the part experience minus part is equal to consciousness. When you say mic experience, light of the mic without the mic is equal to total light. Light coming from you, your body, supposing, minus your body is the total light only. So what you call experience, it's nothing but the consciousness along with an object. Knowledge of consciousness along with the object is called experience of the object. Knowledge of object, consciousness, along with some object, without the object, experience is called consciousness. And with the object, consciousness is called experience. You say moonlight. But actually it is the sunlight and not the moonlight. But along with the moon, that sunlight is called moonlight. It is called light of the moon. But without the moonlight is nothing but the sunlight only. So we think that this is the experience of the object, but you have mixed the consciousness along with the object, and then your attention is on the experience of the object. It is objectless experience is consciousness, and the consciousness with the object is called the experience. Experiences, and then you say experiences are many. But actually speaking, experience is many because you are seeing through the lens of object. It is only one consciousness which is appearing as many experiences. This is said in this particular room. Tato vibhakta tat samvit. Tato vibhakta tat samvit. Consciousness, samvit means consciousness. Ek rupat na vidyate. This is only ek rupat. Because it is one, it is not getting many. I hope you have got some point. This is in the waking state. Don't shift your attention to the experience of the object. Shift your attention to the consciousness on which the object and experiences are seen. And the consciousness which filtered as if through the object is called an experience. As if the consciousness filtered, conditioned by the object is called an experience of the object. Actually, it is the consciousness in which experiences are coming and going. This is the third shlok in short. Your attention is, because I have not given sufficient thought to the consciousness, therefore our attention is always on the object of knowledge of the object. He is good. And in that object I have mixed my samskara also. I have mixed my vasana. So I have knowledge, then I have good and bad, then I have rag dvesh, then I pull and push, then my samsara starts. It was mere an object appearing in the consciousness. Full stop. But I could not full stop. Then my attention is not on the consciousness which is appearing, on which the object is appearing. I saw the object. I had the knowledge. I felt the knowledge of the object is different. Number two, I felt it is very good. Number three, I repeated it is very good. I conditioned my mind a lot along with that object. Then the knowledge of the object, it is very good, then I want it badly. And after wanting it, I want to claim it. And if you take it, I'll be angry. So after that, anger, frustration, joy, all has come as a byproduct, side effect of your mistake. And then I start running towards that object or running away from that object. And this is called worldliness. This is, sansar. Are you getting that? And you keep on painting more. Actually, this is, if you had seen it earlier only, that on the object consciousness is on the consciousness object is appearing, and knowledge is nothing but the consciousness. Don't go further now. Don't label the object as good and bad. It is imaginary. Don't label it now. But I am fond of labeling and I am caught up after that. This is what is said. Ek samvid. So all waking state, there is only one consciousness in all experiences. Whether you are shouting or crying, screaming or dancing, singing or sleeping, only one experience is there during all waking states. This is one conclusion. If you have not understood, please again try, you will understand. And if you understood, what to say? Now I am going to the deep, the Swapnavastha. Can I go? Is it clear? Little clearer? Tatha swapnetra vedyam tu na sthiram jagare sthiram tadbhedo tastayo samvita ekarupana bhidyate. Now he is coming to dream state. Please don't dream, just hear. So in this dream, Vedyam, he is saying Naisthiram. In the waking state and the dream state, what is the difference? Difference is that in the dream state, objects are not sthir. Although waking also it is not sthir. Sthir means constant. But here relatively it is bigger constancy is there. In Yoga Vasishtha one shlok comes, Dirgha swapnam imam vidhi dirgham vamanu rajyam. Know this waking state as a long dream. As a long dream. Because when you get up in the morning, in the dream supposing you saw something, so next day dream you won't have the same dream. That dream is gone. I left my keys in that dream. So, now it is gone, lost. You cannot get that keys back in the dream. No, never I'll get that dream back. Never. In my whole life, yes. It is gone forever. Gone forever. So sad. Acha? Yes. So you come up. In the waking state, when you get up, you get the same husband, same wife, unfortunately or fortunately. So you get the same son, same daughter, same house, same problem, or same joy. So we feel that dream is more unstable and transient, and waking is very stable. It's not like that. Waking is relatively stable, but not stable. It is also transient. It is as long as you are alive. Moment the body is gone, this dream is over. Now you cannot get all back experiences. Like the dream experiences you cannot repeat after dream is over. So after your body is over and you have taken a new body, you cannot have experience of the old body. You cannot go back and meet your own past births, husband, past. You don't know where they are. You don't know how they are. And you have no relation at all with anybody. All relation is as long as you have this gross body. Who was very close to you, you don't know, forget about being close to you. So don't think this waking state is a very big thing. Rather, if you read Mandukya Karika, it is bent on proving how this is also another dream. There is one Vaitatya Prakaran, and it is all the shlokas of that Karika is going to prove that this is also not a little difference from the dream. So if you are fortunate, you will listen to it, although Vedanta course students are sitting, they have heard it, Mandukya Karika. But again, we will take some time, if God wills. Well, please take it, I have forgotten. I have to search where is the book first. So in the dream, now it is easy in the dream. So in the whole, you have to agree, whole waking state, only one consciousness is there. Right? Na? Tatha swapne, as was in the waking, similarly is in the dream. What is there? Vedyam tu na sthiram jagre sthiram tad bhedah taha tayoho. So, what do you mean to say now? Please illustrate. I am telling you, don't worry, relax. In the dream state, there is something called, when you had not started dreaming, there was one dream consciousness. My favorite. Dream consciousness. Right? In that dream consciousness, there is no time and space. I told you, subject will be subtle. You please don't get despaired or discouraged by that subject. There was a dream consciousness. Okay? And dream consciousness had no time, no space, no object. And on that dream consciousness, dream emerged. When the dream emerged, did the dream consciousness change? No. Very good. Fine? Fantastic. Now, you see, dreamer came up, one person I became. I had to go to some place. Say I had to go to Berlin, Germany. So I went to Johannesburg. Berlin में तो है ऑफिस ना? हाँ? So बर्लिन तो कई बार गए होंगे. अच्छा, कोल्ड ठंडी कंट्री ना, कोल्ड होगा. सो इनकी तो कंपनी बर्लिन में है. ऑस्टिन भी गए, ऑस्टिन, ऑस्ट्रिया, पोलैंड. अच्छा ये सब जगह हुआ है. So supposing from here you go to Berlin, so you in the dream you went to Johannesburg by car, and then you took a flight to Berlin. I think 8-9 hours would be the flight from Johannesburg. I think so. I don't have any idea whether I have not gone also. And there you saw everybody is putting overcoat because it is very cold, and hat, etc. And they are going there. They speak in more in German language, I think, less in English. All European countries are there. Euro chalta hoga. Euros are there. And this all is in dream going on. An interesting thing I'll tell you. Interesting thing here is, what is there? What is the interesting thing? You are saying, see, this is the Johannesburg. This is, or I am going to Berlin. What was called Johannesburg is the dream consciousness. Actually, in the dream, you are thinking it is the knowledge of Johannesburg. But on that dream consciousness, Johannesburg was superimposed, and that on the Johannesburg, you superimpose the Johannesburg airport on the dream consciousness, and then you are calling it, I have knowledge of airport. Actually, you are having the knowledge of the dream consciousness. But because you don't know the dream consciousness, therefore you are now saying that it is I have the knowledge of. Now knowledge has become the property. That dream consciousness, which is the substratum, has become the property now. And it is variable. After that I had a knowledge of a flight. After that I saw that my seat is 12C. I sat there. And after that, one fat lady came. She said, "Sir, this is my seat." He said, "No, it is mine." But I have the ticket. He said, "No, it's not my seat." See? So she saw. Then you saw it is 12C. So you took out your ticket to prove it. It was 12E. Because you saw without glasses. And therefore, you You and with embarrassment you say sorry, sorry. And then you got up and you shifted somewhere else. That 12cc, it was also consciousness. That 12E and that fat lady was that fat lady was also consciousness. So what you had the knowledge of the fat lady, there the consciousness, dream consciousness or dream seer had become the lady. No. And that fat lady, without her experience of that lady, without the lady, that experience is called consciousness. Every experience of the dream which you had, whether it was the flight, whether it was the airport, whether it was the car, whether it was the Berlin airport, whether it was a long overcoat, all these experiences were nothing but the consciousness alone, my dear. But because you did not know any of them, similarly, you had superimposed the form on the consciousness, and then you started seeing that, and it was a varying experience. Actually speaking, in and through all your varying experiences, only one non-varying consciousness was there. I hope you are understanding what I am trying to say. This dream example will be clearer. Tatha swapne atra, tatha swapne, tatha, in same way dream is there. Atra vedyam tu na sthiram. Here the known is not sthir. As sthir means as in the waking, you don't get the dream back. Jagre sthiram. In the waking state, is it sthiram? Tad bheda. Tad bheda. And here there is a difference in the object. In the difference, and therefore there is a difference between them. Tayoho, but tayoho means in both, in Jagrit, in the waking and in the dream. Samvit rupa na bhidyate. The consciousness has not changed. So in the waking also, the consciousness has not changed. In the dream also, the consciousness has not changed. I hope you are understanding little more. Little more. Not little more. Our attention is, because of our attachment, we are very object oriented. We are experience oriented. And I will experience as per my samskar. I'm not able to see the one in the light of whom this object and the experiences are appearing and disappearing, and me, the consciousness has not disappeared and appeared, that I am not able to see that is my problem. I am always in the object. I am not seeing in which light this object is seen. And it is unchanging light. I am not able to see the unchanging light in which the object is seen, in which experience is coming and going. This experience came, that experience came. This is the second mantra. I hope, fourth mantra. Fourth shlok, I hope you have understood that. If you have not understood, please go back in your room and close your eyes and again revise it. By God's grace, you understood? Huh? You? Okay. Stanley has understood because of the check shirt that he's putting on. This check shirt is working a lot. So, now coming to the third state called deep sleep state. Why it is called deep sleep? Why deep sleep? Why not only sleep? Because in deep sleep there is no experience of the waking and dream. Neither there is experience of object, nor there is experience of thoughts. The experience of no experience is there. Experience of, inverted comma, no experience. And deep sleep, as easy it is to get into, so difficult it is to understand. Among all three states, most discussion is on the deep sleep actually, in Vedanta. If there was no deep sleep, Vedantins would not have any idea how to study Vedanta. So snake and rope, pot and potter, deep sleep, these are their favorite examples. Without this, it is difficult to understand. So if you permit, I will continue. If you are not getting bored, not getting bored? So please listen that. Slowly, slowly you will get the hang of it. Don't worry. Slow and steadily wins the race. So continue reading every day. Continue studying every day. Day and night, do something. Swami Shivananda used to say, do some good. Don't waste your time. Even if nothing is there, start sweeping the floor. Pick up the leaves from the garden. Do some chanting if you have some time. Don't browse through the net and find out what happened to the rugby players. How they are welcomed in the country. Let us now see the fifth slok. Suptotitasya saushuptam. Again. Suptotitasya saushupta. Tamo bodho bhavet smritihi. Sachava buddha vishaya. Avabuddham tattadātamaha. Avabuddham tattadātamaha. Now when the person who gets up, so he has the memory of the deep sleep. So sa cha avabuddha vishaya. So avabuddham tat tadatama. So please understand the meaning on sushupti. Suptotitasya. Suptotitasya means one who has got up from the sleep. Supta uthitasya. Saushupta tamo bodho. Saushupta, in the deep sleep, there is a blank. Blank experience is there. What experience you had? I had no experience in the deep sleep. What you understood in deep sleep? Nothing. So you had no experience, yes. You remember it. Please note, he is remembering in the waking, not in the deep sleep. Deep sleep is not remembered in the deep sleep. Deep sleep experience is remembered in the waking state. And he has a memory that I had no experience in the deep sleep. Acha. You were there or not when in the deep sleep? I don't know. No, if you were not there, how will you have experience of that? If you say there was nobody in the garden, to say nobody is in the garden, you have to be there in the garden to say that there was nobody. If nobody had seen at all, then nobody will make this statement also that there was no one in the garden. So no experience is also an experience. Okay. Chale aage? Can I move? In the deep sleep, there is no experience. This no experience is a thought or not a thought? Oh, why you are troubling me? This no experience is a thought or no thought? No thought. It's a thought. What kind of thought? We will see it later on. And therefore, here Panchadashikar says, Tamo bodho, there is no thought. This typical thought is there. What is that thought? How that thought is there? I can't understand. How we can have no thought, no experience, and still it is a thought? I can't understand that. No, we'll explain it, don't worry. Relax. Please explain fast, I'm impatient. What is that thought? Tell me. That thought is called tamoguni thought is there. Some tamasic thought is there. But what kind of tamasic thought is there? Like any thought you see. Supposing I have a thought of flower. So there are three things. One is a thought. Supposing I close my eyes, another thought of flower is there. So there are three things. One is a thought, one is there is an object in the thought called flower, and one is the knower of that object of thought. Every thought has three aspects. I'm seeing you. So in this thought of seeing, there are three things. You is there, then thought is there, knowledge of you is there, and I know that you are there. So there is a knower, there is an object, and there is a thought. There are three things in every thought. I am eating something. I am eating something. Supposing I am eating any fruit. So in this thought of eating, there are three things. First is the object of the eating, object of thought that this banana or this apple is very sweet. This is the object. And I am the enjoyer, a knower, and the thought of knowledge. Can I continue? Every thought has three aspects. Object of thought, knowledge of object of thought, and knower of the knowledge of object of thought. Fine. In this state, what is called the tamoguna is there, what you call tamobodha. What is the thought here? And what is the object of thought here? And where is the knower of the object of thought is there? Now be careful. There is a typical thought of absence. In this thought, the object of thought is absence. I'm not saying object of thought is absent. I'm saying the object of thought is absence. So there is a knower of the object of thought that there is nothing exactly. Nothing is there. No experience is there. No. No, but while sleeping I don't know that. And is one thought are there or many thoughts are there in deep sleep? One thought is there. Same thought emerges, same thought merges. Same thought emerges, same thought merges. Same thought emerges, same thought merges. But why I am knowing at that time? What time? During sleep. Wait, I'm telling you. When there is a homogeneous thought, the object of thought overwhelms the knower and object of thought. I did not understand overwhelms, how it happens. I did not understand. Please make me understand. Wait. Like the Archimedes was there. He discovered the law of floating. And while discovering, he was taking a bath in the tub. And he shouted, Eureka! And without the clothes he ran out on the road. If you know. Now when without the clothes he ran out, he forgot sometimes that I was taking bath. The thought that I got it, it overwhelmed all other thought, and that thought is there. That is called overwhelming thought is there. Supposing you feel, I'm very hungry, I'm very hungry. What is there? Huh? And supposing all of a sudden you are want to eat something in your room, and I knocked. So you don't know who is there. And you are, Swamiji, oh my God. So that thought of hunger is overwhelmed by my thought. Your hunger will be forgotten. So the object of thought, if it is continuous, one thought is there, then if continuity you maintain one thought, so the object of thought overwhelms the of thought and the knower of thought. So in the deep sleep, if there is one continuous thought, cricketer is constantly thinking on some subject. Slowly you will lose the track of time. You lose, I was hungry or I'm feeling very hot. You will forget this. Are you understanding that? You will forget that. While studying also something may happen. As a student you are studying. And one thought, one subject is there. You are hungry. You said also, I am hungry, I want something to eat. But when once you got involved in that subject too much, then slowly that thought of hunger will be overwhelmed. You are not hungry after that. And maybe what is kept here is already lying down here. You are not eating also. So in this case, in deep sleep state, the object of thought was absence of everything. This overwhelmed the thought and the knower of thought, and therefore during deep sleep I am totally unaware of what is going on. Kya ho gaya? You have to wake up. When you wake up, then that knower again, you remember that. And you say, I did not know anything. Actually, this is a memory. This is a memory that I did not know anything. Who is saying that? He is the same one who was in the deep sleep, the overwhelmed knower. The overwhelmed knower of the deep sleep. When he comes in the waking state, he says, I did not know anything. Why didn't you say there? Because you were overwhelmed by this thought. Therefore you did not see anything. Oh, that means thought was there. Yes. If there is no thought, then you will die. If there is no thought at all, there is nothing called thoughtless state. You are not aware or overwhelmed. You will die without subtle. There is no subtle body. Without subtle body, you will become like table. Table has no subtle body. If table will have subtle body, it will become bhoot. And table will move here and there automatically. Once in one room I was there, light used to get on automatically in the night. Bolo bhai, in the deep sleep thought is there or not? There. If thought is there, reflection of consciousness in the thought has to be there, because thought has to come from consciousness. Mind is already dormant. Therefore, thought is there. Therefore, consciousness has to be there. And the reflection of the consciousness in the thought is the knower. Well, please go very slow. I'm very, infant kind of Vedantin. I'll take time. These tough books I don't understand. And it's a subtle body, gross body, all these things I know. But because it's too much for me. I think I should revise all these things, then attend the class. No, attend the class. Okay. That means consciousness was there. And this consciousness is same in deep sleep. That means in the waking state, all through one consciousness is there. In the dream state, same consciousness is there. In the deep sleep, same consciousness is there. And therefore you have to conclude that only one consciousness is there throughout our experiences. This has not changed. No. I have to complete this topic. I'll come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll come back to this. Time is over. We'll see. In little more, 1 or 2 points are remaining in deep sleep. We'll again go into deep sleep, study, and we'll see tomorrow. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Hari Om.